Hey, welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel, everyone. This is Rich making another video on Qnt today, as usual. We're going to talk about Qnt today, so I hope everyone is having a nice day wherever they are in the world. Additionally, Qnt is seeing a minor decline in comparison to the rest of the market. At the time I'm creating this video, just a few days ago, it erupted and everyone was talking about Qnt once more. It started at less than $100, 0 cents. It started off at about $92, 0 cents, and went up to about $120, 0 cents. Furthermore, that pales in comparison to the direction this cryptocurrency is taking. You know, back here, when Qnt was trading below $50, 0 cents, I was talking about it. Furthermore, no one was interested in learning about Qnt at the time. The coin was a fraud. Naturally, though, everyone must have it when it begins to spread. Furthermore, Qnt is still extremely cheap at $111, 0 cents in relation to its future direction. The double bottom is in play for Qnt on the 1 week. We will reach an all-time high as a result. Everyone anticipates that a huge breakout on Qnt will start shortly. In September 2021, Qnt reached their highest point ever, reaching about $400, 0 cents. When that does, we will quickly surpass the $400, 0 cents in this run. I anticipate that Qnt will rise much above $2,000, 0 cents. $1,200, 0 cents plus Qnt is programmed, as you can see here. Everyone is demanding an easy 10x on XRP then. It would cost more than $1,000, 0 cents if Qnt were to conduct a 10x at this time. This run, I believe, we go considerably higher. I believe I'm being modest when I predict that Qnt will pull a 20x in this run. It could go much higher, in my opinion. With the introduction of industry-wide programmable money, Quant makes money smarter. This is fantastic because QuantFlow helps banks to differentiate and innovate by providing smarter financial products like automated money management tools, dynamic account options, and customized products and services based on the needs of each individual customer. This allows banks to defend their client and market share, use PayScript, a specially designed language that allows developing new banking and financial products as simple as writing a few lines of code, to test and launch cutting-edge new banking features quickly. People are more likely to use something that is simple, reduce risk and save time by automating repetitive processes like cash flow adjustments and currency translations based on real-time data. Automate regional compliance procedures to make it simpler to keep up with evolving laws. A cryptocurrency like Qnt will also profit from regulations. It will pave the way for this cryptocurrency's future, and QuantFlow is this. That was just one significant development that occurred recently. Over Ledger Fusion, the first layer 2.5 network for institutions and DeFi in the world, was announced by Gilbert Verdium. Why it matters. The usefulness of decentralized systems and safe, distributed, and resilient environments that enable the transmission of digital value has been well illustrated by the current generation of Layer 1 blockchains. However, significant obstacles still need to be overcome before widespread institutional acceptance may occur. By addressing the fundamental issues with the current public blockchain infrastructure, which still stand in the way of widespread institutional adoption and deployment, Over Ledger Fusion aims to satisfy the increasing demands of institutions. Quant also wants to break out that institutional adoption, which is what is happening. When it does, they want to make sure can happen quickly. He is the force driving institutional adoption. Despite significant obstacles, organizations such as banks, fintechs, asset managers, exchanges, and corporations are keen to implement public blockchain technology. Adherence to regulations, we are waiting for that. We are awaiting a definite course of action. We're awaiting clarification on regulations. Institutions need reassurance that no country or location is essential for AML, KYC, and sanctions compliance. Data privacy. Businesses need to prevent sensitive business information and private transactions from being displayed on public ledgers. Strong identity management, authentication, and key control systems are crucial to protect valuable enterprises. One important one is interoperability. Solutions that safely link private DLTs with public blockchains are becoming more and more in demand. Additionally, organizations seek networks that can grow beyond the constraints of isolated layer. And single chain rollups, ideally via a multi-chain ecosystem. To summarize, Grok was asked to do so by someone. Consider blockchains as various toy boxes that contain digital currency and toys. Over-ledger Fusion is a fantastic bridge that makes it simple and safe for toys to transfer across boxes. It enables large corporations to employ these tools while maintaining confidentiality and adhering to regulations. It also speeds up and lowers costs. However, some are concerned that it may become less open because it seems like a small group of trusted adults are in charge of the bridges. We'll see how it functions when it launches in June because it's new. I'm interested to see where this goes. I believe that Quant is providing what the institutions are seeking. More DeFi options should result from this. In my opinion, it will, in my opinion, result in widespread use of the QNT token, and when it does, make QNT holders quite wealthy. The European Central Bank declared on May 5th that Quant had been chosen as a pioneer partner to collaborate on the ECB's Digital Euro initiative. The ECB started setting the groundwork for the Digital Euro's release in November 2023. Today, as the project moves into a new phase, its main goal is to develop an innovation platform that will allow different players from the ecosystem to work together and test new use cases. Testing is no longer the only focus here. The goal here is to ensure that the network functions properly and that this can now become a reality. Additionally, QNT collaborated on the digital pound. At the center of all of this has been Quant. Additionally, they are collaborating with Ripple. These initiatives are the first time that Quant and Ripple, how scarce it is, people will soon be exclaiming, holy shit, there's even less QNT. Because QNT is designed to be a 6-digit asset, take a look at the price. Examine the alliances with Nvidia, Amazon, Oracle, Barclays, HSBC, MasterCard, and the Bank of England. That's enormous. Additionally, QNT is listed on a number of exchanges, including Binance, Coinbase, Mexi, BitGap, Bybit, Kraken, Qcoin, Crypto.com, and more. I've always advocated for everyone to own at least one cryptocurrency. Consider it similar to purchasing $100 0 cents worth of Bitcoin. QNT has no application. The confirmation is here. The network is powered and secured by the native coin QNT. QNT is used by all organizations, businesses, and DeFi members to conduct business within Fusion. But this is part 2, and it deals with staking by utilizing our prior ideas and experiments, as well as the remote connector gateways from 2021, incentives, and QNT authorized node operators of the layer 2.5. Network can choose which underlying blockchains to host in order to increase the network's reach. Node operators can use the transactions their node processed to stake QNT for transaction priority. Consider it this way, there will be a significant amount of QNT locked up if you are able to stake and profit from it. This will increase scarcity and drive up the price over time. And I always made note of this. It has connections to international banking, payment networks, tokenization, stocks, real estate, applications, logistics, shipping, food tracking, luxury products, the blue economy, and healthcare, among other things, as a big one. Database, systems, interoperability, AI analysis, and the Internet of Things. Government records, insurance, telecoms, airlines, airports, space agencies, smart cities, smart homes, drones, autonomous cars, HTML through DLTs, and so forth. Since everybody who wishes to utilize the Quant network must have a QNT account, QNT is going to be a huge stunner. As I mentioned earlier, it's comparable to purchasing Bitcoin for $100 0 cents, and anyone who would do so should purchase QNT at this time. Anyone holding QNT in the near future, because I believe the price will move quickly once this institutional adoption takes place. In this area, you will become legendary. In the very near future, people will be purchasing a piece of QNT. But about this cryptocurrency is still desired nevertheless. Here they're failing to see the wider picture. You should own QNT if you believe that scarcity is a use case. It's because I have something to tell you. This coin will be held by people. They will be putting it away. There will be an increase in demand and a subsequent occurrence of scarcity. Soon this will be a simple 6-digit asset. When it's criminally cheap, you want to buy. The pricing is literally at an all-time low. Hold off till it starts. Soon people will be able to purchase it for $1,000, 0 cents. People will pay $2,000, 0 cents for it. It will cost $5,000, 0 cents to purchase.